I just look at Ngidi, man. I think Ngidi is 5 overs away from breaking down sometimes because of the structure that he's built. And I don't want Ngidi to be going 20 plus overs, Jay. If someone can give him a break, if within a span of 3 sessions he's bowled about 15 overs. Yeah, normally for a quickie that's okay, but for him I don't think so. I think we need to utilize our assets wisely because, as we say, that is our biggest weapon.
Chuck, if you see, similar to the Bavuma comment, if Bavuma is the guy who looks most likely to get us runs, who looks most poised at the wicket, that's why I want him in earlier, because give him a greater amount of the innings to do damage, give him a greater amount of the innings to hold it down and to be the guy who bats through the innings. Has he been delivering from his spot? Yes, he has. And very often you don't want to fix something that is not broken. But in my opinion, if there's an opportunity where you can get much more value from actually changing something, then you do that. Our bowlers have given us a chance in the first match. They've won us the test match in the second one. And in my opinion, if we are going all out for the win, then if you're looking around, it's like, what's our best opportunity to do that is to blast them out. So you get as many of them onto that field as you can, which is why I'm suggesting bring Mulder back in. He'll be the guy who gives the rotation and the rest if needs be.
Okay, fair point. But I think
you just love Kesh.
Yeah, but
you just want Kesh in there. I mean, I got nothing against Kesh except for the fact that I don't think in this test match he's the guy who's going to help us win the test match, because he hasn't delivered a performance which led us closer to a win.
Yeah, but that could be questioned, or that could be put to most of the team in terms of what have you done for us in terms of contributing to a win. I think besides just his bowling, I think leadership is key, because I don't know how much of a role Themba plays in terms of being vocal and all that stuff. But Keshav is also
a captain, Chuck.
Yeah, but he's also a short format captain.
Yeah, but he's a captain, which means he has
the qualities.
Ranks high in terms of leadership qualities in this team.
Yeah, but so it was said of Umakram as well, but we don't know what role he plays. So I'm just saying, in the field, in terms of field placement, in terms of how to attack, in terms of different ideas, I'd rather have a Keshav Maharaj there than Wayne Mulder. I believe it's better eyes, it's better understanding. That's why I believe that he has not said, hey, Themba, don't you want to give me a ball, because he's understood the situation. Or rather, maybe Themba himself has understood the situation in terms of what's required. But I do believe, Awuti, if you put that balance here, what happens if, for instance, we're not getting as much movement off the deck at Newlands? So what happens if we're not swinging it as much as we do? Don't you want to have that alternative?
Well, you take
That's
that
the
risk.
Balance.
You take that risk, in my opinion. This is why I brought they're not this, just to put it out there. But this is why I brought the West Indies of the 70s and 80s into the conversation, because regardless of where they were playing, that is what they were putting out. Because when you look at what you have and you look at your strengths, these are our strengths, and this is what we're going to go with. We're going to strengthen our strength. Very often you want to strengthen your weakness, but if you have a strength and if you are able to double down on that, you go ahead and do that. And in terms of the leadership, the matters of leadership, man, I wouldn't want Cyril Ramaphosa playing for the Proteas just because he's a great leader, because he's the president of the country. I mean, in terms of your actual performance outweighs those intangibles, because Kesh might be a great leader. I don't even know if that is the case, but he might be a great leader. But what does that add to the team if your actual job that you're supposed to do in the team is take wickets or help us dismiss the other team, and you're not quite doing that at the level that we expect? It's secondary.
He can only bowl 6 balls at a time, and he's not going to bowl all the time. So what do you do with the qualities or the talents that you have outside of that? You're only going to get a spell that's about 5 overs long or whatever as a spinner, and then you're out of the attack. Other people just stand there in their field or they take instructions. But if there's someone who can add something else, or rather, Themba, let's go. I see
these guys are not kids, Chuck. They know exactly what they need to do. They know what opportunities before them. We have a chance to win a test series against the number 1 test team in the world, and with that great of an opportunity, I don't want to take chances on the basis that, well, that guy's vocal, or he's going to keep their spirits and their energies up.
That's not what captaincy is, just keeping spirits up. It's
he's
tactical.
Not a captain. That's what I'm saying.
Leadership, it's tactical as well.
We have enough leaders. I mean, there's nothing I don't foresee Kesh adding something to our fielding positions that the other guys who are proficient at that will not be able to do without him. Whereas if you take Kesh out, as I'm saying, and you bring Mulder back in, I think in terms of production up to this point, what we've seen, you get similar. But what you get from Mulder as well, you get the batting. And if he's going to give us that little of a premium above Kesh, then I'd like him over Kesh to win us the test match.
As far as secondary skills are concerned, I do believe that Kesh is a better batsman than Mulder. And I don't even know what kind of form Mulder is.
Mulder is genuinely an all-rounder.
Yeah, but
yes, he hasn't shone, but like he's genuinely an all-rounder. Also, for the fact, as I'm saying, where pace has worked for us. It has worked. It's there. The proof is in the pudding. It's there. It has worked for us. And he also brings another option for pace.
Watch what Keshav does.
He probably is going to play.
Innings, in the first innings, without this pitch deteriorating, gets 2 wickets minimum. I'm just going to leave it there.
Wow. Don't you go putting your money on that now.
But I think we generally are in agreement that we need to win this game via our bowling.
Do you think we can, though?
Yeah, I think we can. I think it's there because it was difficult in the first game, but we went too far behind. And for us to then turn it around and chase, I mean, in a relatively low-scoring game where people aren't scoring 300s, for us to get that score, what were we chasing? 250 odd or something? Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
So for us, with the wickets intact as well.
It's not like, good in that second innings.
We didn't go all the way down to the tail or whatever, and we're struggling to get through. So positive signs in terms of how we've built up to this game. They're adding Kohli to their arsenal, which... Yeah,
I ain't scared of no Kohli.